Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the 100. This episode 9 of the 3rd season. Hopefully guys have been enjoying it so far, and if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So we did see a crazy episode where Lexa died, but last episode we didn't focus on that at all. We focused solely on the arc. Now obviously we've got this bug planted underneath Pike's desk, and everybody has been listening and trying to figure out obviously how to stop him. Pike's seen this, he's found it, and he set up a false trap. He's trying to figure out who's working with Kane, see if he can arrest all the people. And, you know, earlier on in the episode, Kane and Pike was having a conversation where Kane actually said, you're turning into a dictator, you're forcing people to believe what you believe in. Before, we had, you know, we had like a board, we all done our votes, but no, you've got your agenda, you hate the grounders, you want to take them out, you believe there's only one way, and you're not open to other possibilities. So again, it was very interesting. They actually followed Sinclair and arrested him. Now, I thought it was really clever, actually, because when he locked him up in the cell, he actually went over to you know, he went over to Lincoln and said, look mate, Kane's plan's a go. So it's very good. They actually knew that he was going to get arrested, so they can go in and they could warn him. So further on down the line, as part of the plan, Kane, you know, he needed a distraction. So Sinclair started talking to Bellamy. He said, look mate, I'll tell you everything as long as I'm pardoned. He was like, I'm pretty sure that Pike could let me do that. Yeah, it's fine. And Lincoln ended up starting a bit of a riot. You know, he's fuming that he was about to cut a deal with Bellamy, so he went over and he punched him. Like I said, it's all part of the plan. As this is happening, you know, Bellamy's run to get inside to try and break it up, and using this little bit with the door opening, everybody inside that was locked up has forced their way out. They've all started fighting. Chaos is erupting. They've all started scrapping. Kane's ended up zapping Pike. You know, he's took him down, tied him up in the back of the car. He wanted to obviously drive away and take him to the grounders, because obviously their proposal at the start of the episode was hand over Pike and no other bloodshed. You know what I mean? Nobody else will die. And obviously they're refusing that. So he thought that was the best way. So he's grabbed him, put him in the car. As he's about to obviously smash through the gates, Bellamy's jumped up in the way, pointed a gun at Kane, and he's ended up stepping back and handed him back over. He didn't want to take Bellamy out. He didn't want to, you know, have another casualty in war, so to speak. So I thought that was very interesting. Also, the storyline with Ali's getting decent as well. You know, they tried to use Raven to acquire the machine that can make more chips so they can hand it out. And as the process was going, she was doing it with Jasper. He was asking her questions, you know, about Finn and how does she remember him, and he just wants to remember the good stuff about Maya. And she was starting to, well, not remember, but realise that she has no idea who Finn is. She's losing the memories. When was her first kiss? You know, how long did they date? She couldn't remember anything about their relationship. And then she started speaking to Alan, and she was like, sack this, mate, I am not helping you. She closed it, threw it back in Pike's office and ran away. Then, obviously, Ali later on in the episode was having a conversation with Jaha, and she was saying, this is the first time I've ever had somebody kind of like say no to me. And he was like, don't worry, mate, I'll sort it. So again, it is really interesting. But Kane has been sentenced to death, obviously, for capturing Pike and trying to escape and hand him over. And now it's kind of got Bellamy thinking, am I actually on the right side? Do you know what I mean? He ended up having a conversation with Pike and saying, is that what we resulted to now? Killing our own people. And obviously Pike's turned around and said, mate, people need to follow the line, people need to follow the rules. And that is the same thing that Monty's mum kind of reiterated to them as well, because she asked him, did anybody else help Kane? And you know, Bellamy jumped in and said no, even though Monty actually does know a couple of people did. So she thought that was a bit sus, and she was saying as well, hopefully today gets people focusing on the right track and the right rules and the right path to go forward and take down the grounders. So very, very interesting. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, so we're back to the capital now.
You see anything? Bunch of grounders fighting to the death. See who gets AI drilled in their brain. That doesn't sound fun to you? I'm sorry. I know how much she meant to you. Did you come here to finish the job?
I'm here to fulfill my vow to Lexa. Put these on.
Look, the door we were banging on for the last 24 hours is open.
If you go now, you can slip in with the crowds arriving for tomorrow's conclave. The nut bleeders have begun the purification ritual.
Sorry to disturb you. You made me a promise to support my people. Will you still?
Lexa made each of us vow it.
Hey, that's good, Lexa. Gives a bit of reassurance. And then nut bleeder, the other one.
Put the knife down on time.
Your mother is dead because of her.
You will obey your king.
When I am Hera and the king bows to me, you and every last member of Sky Crew will die.
Oh, that's interesting. she did say, Lexa, that she'll be back once her death is confirmed. She did say that, obviously, when Clark was asking her about that. Now, I do think it's good that she actually got all of the people to swear it that Clark would be protected. That's hardcore falling in love, innit, mate? You could tell, like, she proper fell for her. So, that was decent. It's a good twist. I'm excited. Innit? They need more than one healer.
I'm not here for you. Each of you is guilty of the same crimes as Cain. You will share the same fate.
My people are innocent. Don't let them suffer from my crimes. All the others did was run through an open door. Same thing we would do if we were in there.
That is true. If you're a prisoner and the door's open, you're going to take it and go for it.
Cain, Lincoln, Sinclair, as the leaders of this coup, you will pay for your crimes with your lives.
What do you want?
Don't tell him it was his boyfriend, though. That don't need to be said.
Are you trying to scare us?
No, we're here to help. I'm sure you have a plan to break them out. I seriously don't know what you're talking about. Do you think we want them to die? You know what? Forget it. If my sister wants to save Lincoln's life, you tell her to meet me at the dropship in an hour.
Glad you came.
Yes, Octavia. To be fair, she needed to know some information there. She don't know now he's going to get killed, does she?
We need to talk about Enquiry. She wasn't trained here. Why would you let her into the conclave?
It is her birthright to compete for the flame.
I mean, listen to me. If your girlfriend really isn't that thing, then we have nothing to worry about, right?
I've served 4 commanders as Flame Kippa. None of them half as wise or strong as Lexa Contricru.
So how do we make sure Aiden wins? He was Lex's choice, you know that.
And she will choose him. The victory horn.
Head to a roll.
I win.
See, right? This is what I would like to know. Is that obviously it's like, is that the standard ritual? Does everyone fight each other to kill each other? That's pretty savage, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, all them little kids would technically fight each other. And if that is not the case, so like you actually not supposed to fight each other, so to speak, what is the actual ritual? That's what I want to know. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was saying there to Clark that if Aiden is supposed to be the one that's in charge, the next commander, then she would choose him. But this girl's come in and killed everybody so that the choice can't be made. She's basically took out all of the, you know what I mean, all the people in contention so that I'm the sole winner. Now, who is going to be another bleeder? Do you know what I mean? Them, I forgot what they call, but basically it seems like everybody who bleeds that dark stuff, they're the people that have got contention to be the next in, you know, the next commander. Now, if somebody finds some of those serums, because she did come down to earth with it, a bunch of them, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe they can inject it to themselves and then it's permanent and they can obviously compete for that. I don't know, but it's interesting that, you know, Rowan come as the king and she was kind of like somebody who worked for him, so to speak, and then in a space of a few minutes, now she is in charge of Rowan. She's Hader. Do you know what I mean? She is the leader. And I wouldn't mind her marching on Arcadia Me. I think it'd be really interesting because for so long, do you know what I mean? They've been saying that they are the bad people. They are the bad people. Now they actually probably will be the bad people if she's in charge.
It was a mistake to bring him here.
It was out the whole way.
We can save them, but we have to work together.
You're the reason they need saving.
But that doesn't change the fact that you need me.
He's trying to right a wrong.
That's not true.
I'm a spy, Brian. I've been passing information. Found the bug.
You execute traitors now.
Yeah, you do. You have a problem with that?
Nate.
I know. He saved your life out there. You owe him.
Okay, but I love you.
Yeah, well, you can't have both.
Totally forgot about that bit, to be fair. She's not been used loads this season.
Anyone caught helping us will be condemned to death too.
Then I won't get caught.
Don't make this any harder than it already is.
I reckon we're going to have one death, whether it's him or Sinclair or Lincoln. I feel like one of the three does have to happen. But she's a cat with 9 lives. She survived death so many times.
There's no way that he'll support someone who hacked the heads off children while they slept.
She's Ice Nation.
Whatever's best for your people, is that it?
I like killing every man, woman, and child in Mount Weather was best for yours. And my debt to Lexa for sparing mine's now paid. Next time you see me, won't be his friends.
He ain't going this year. He knows it. Murphy knows the score.
We are not leaving, are we?
Chancellor on deck.
Time.
No soda cacao.
I still no shine up to you.
You like gun.
What is he thinking?
Package is on the move.
Octavia Blake is here and she's
Okay.
Can you confirm a location?
negative, sir.
Put them in there. Let's go.
Monty can't do anything right now. He can't expose himself. His mum was right there.
Anyone enters this corridor, one warning, then shoot to kill.
Pike has tripled his security. There's surveillance everywhere. He'll see her coming.
Then Octavia comes Sky Crew will earn the warrior's death you denied me.
I can't believe they keep it in a place so easy for somebody to get.
You killed her. I pulled the trigger, but it was you. Untari con máscara is the last Nightbleeder.
If Nightblood is so rare, then why do you let them kill each other? That has to be the dumbest succession plan. Lysa had markings on her back for every life she took and 7 circles. Only she told me that there were 8 novitiates in her class. There's another Nightbleeder.
She's unworthy of the flame.
Let's get this over with.
Take her to the commander's chambers. Perform the ritual.
Can it reject her? That's what I want to know. Can it reject her?
Even Luna would be better than her.
Luna?
Did you just say Luna?
Yeah. Yeah, he said that she's on the other side of the thing.
Perhaps the spirit hasn't chosen, after all. This is yours now. There's a book inside. When you find Luna, you will need it to perform the ascension. Your duty is to the flame now.
Decent.
Flamekeeper.
Yes, 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 yes. Continuous storyline, tying it back into something that we learned in season 1. Get in there. I'm all for it, me. Say it all the time. I asked what was going on with the people that Murphy was looking at the start of the season in episode 1. We kind of got the information about, obviously, how the end of the world happened, why they was introduced and why he was watching them on the screen in the episode where we learned about, obviously, the 13th ship and, obviously, Ali 1 and Ali 2. Love that. Now I love the fact that we're tying it into Luna, Lincoln's mate, that he said to Octavia that they can flee and it's a safe passage when he was trying to go in the first season. So big thumbs up for me. I love it. Tying storylines in. That's what we like to see. And now she's the Flamekeeper. He's been it for the past 4 commanders. And now, obviously, it's been passed over to Clark. So it's very, very interesting. Are the grounders, you know what I mean? Are the tree crew going to let her just walk past when she's dressed up as, obviously, well, in all this gear? She's going to look well sick.
Sir, the hangar bay is secure. They're not here.
Unit 4, what's your status? Are the prisoners secure?
Oh, imagine if they planned that to deter them away from the prisoners. That was well clever.
They're alive, sir. They must have drugged them.
She's hiding under the floor. Prime Octavia. Do you know what I mean? Legend.
Deny the others. I promise.
Are you starting them?
Stay where you are.
The exit is not clear.
Calling all guards.
The prisoners are headed for the main gate. The prisoners are headed for the main gate.
Over. What are you doing?
Yes, Monte.
Your friends are traitors.
You're the traitor.
Then I guess I'm one too.
No, she's gonna stay. She don't know they're part of it.
I'm not going.
Yes, Kane. Finally. Don't linger too long, Kane.
Either turn yourselves in,
or the other grounded prisoners will die.
I can't let them die because of me.
I'm going with you. Also throw down Ogiana.
Just get her out of here.
I reckon Pike's the kind of guy, right, who says that he'll only kill Lincoln, but he'll kill all of them anyway. And Lincoln to prove a point.
You're not afraid of me.
Truth is, I think what you did was smart. A little crazy, maybe, but we do what we have to do to survive, right?
What is this?
The Flamekeeper claims he lost a flame.
I gave it to her. This abomination will never ascend.
We need him.
Killed himself. You know what? He done a good noble thing there because he did kill Lexa. Yeah, he did kill Lexa last episode. Murphy's like, I'm just gonna go.
You don't have the flame, Untari.
No one knows that.
I do, and I'm the king. Oh yeah,
He
Murphy.
happens to like his head.
But the people know they have a new commander.
Oh yeah, look at all them, like right in the red.
You go running, just like Mount Weather, huh? Your loyalty will always be with your people.
Octavia is my people. Tell her I'm sorry.
I can't free your people. I'm a Still be careful.
Oh, okay.
You have been sentenced to death in accordance with the Exodus Charter. Any last words?
Not for you. Maybe us and it should have
What that he's died, man. I am. It's gonna be your time to shine, baby. Yo, that was a tough one, that, man. It is tough because I really like Lexa and I really like Lincoln. I am a proper wounded, me, man. Like them two have died. Well gutted. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what? I wanted a moment there. I've seen it before. I can't remember if it was a supernatural show or something, but like, I wanted Lexa to be looking at that. I mean, Octavia to be looking at him there get shot. And as he got shot, she just lets out a scream. But, like, a scream so powerful, it just, like, boom, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, a big ripple just hits the earth and you know, like, shit's going down. Do you know what I mean? Like, one of those ones. But she also kind of done that as well. Instead of, like, at first she was crying and upset. But then instantly her face just turned as if it was like, I'm coming for you, mate. You are, mate, if this doesn't end this season with her savagely, brutally murdering Pike, I am going to be disappointed. I've lost two characters that I really do like. I do like Lincoln. I do like Lexa. Both of them are dead. You know what I mean? And now, obviously, we've got Octavia here. One of my favourite characters as well. I'm not going to lie. One of my favourite characters just losing the person that's got her, I don't know, into this kind of position. He was the first person that drawn to her, cared for her, loved her. Do you know what I mean? It was like the first proper connection that we've seen. That's why I'm pretty wounded as well, to be honest, that Lincoln's died, because he is the first grounder that we was kind of introduced to, the one that got us questioning and excited and wondering if he could, you know, like, understand us, and why was he saving Octavia? Do you know what I mean? And we got that story about how obviously he was told as a kid to kind of like hate everybody, and then his story, the first one, saying about obviously going to meet his friend that was on the other side of the lake or whatever, and that's who Clark's going to try and find now, the next nut leader. Is that what they call him? You know what I mean? A lot has revolved around all of these two that have just died, and I am upset and sad. I am. But it gives me hope and happiness that Octavia's going to absolutely come through these final 7 episodes. You know what I mean? Is it 7? Whatever it is, it's going to be sick. She's going to be good. I want her to come back like a proper warrior, a true fighter. Go after the new commander. Go after Pike. And you know what? Have the season that I want you to. Because I've been saying, I think she's great. I always thought that she'd be part of Tree Crew first. But I also thought that, you know, she's never been good enough to have one standout season to be my #1 character, even though I've always acknowledged her as probably being my favourite on the low-key going across it. And now she's got the perfect time to shine. I'm hoping she does it, mate. I'm really excited. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. So very interesting. We've seen Clark, mate. She's the new Flame Keeper. Titus sacrificed his life. I thought it was really clever of him, to be honest, because obviously without him the ritual can't be performed. Nobody knows where Clark's going. Literally pissing in the wind trying to find Clark's location where she's about to go to, aren't they? Unless they somehow, which Murphy does know, so unless they attack him again, which always happens, the guy's literally tortured 24/7. You know, if they don't do that, they're going to have no idea where she's going. And it's going to be interesting because when she gets there, this person might not even want to be the commander. Do you know what I mean? She might not want to take charge of the responsibilities because she ran away the first time because she didn't want to fight Lexa. So what makes her want to take it now? Do you know what I mean? She could be established with loads of followers already. She don't want to, like, maybe change that. So that one there is very interesting. It's obviously bringing kind of like a new role to Clark as well. Do you know what I mean? Because like last season, she had this crazy one trying to save all of her people. This season, she's one hater. Now she's the Flame Keeper. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. But again, the new person that's taking charge smoked all the kids off. Absolute savage, willing to do whatever it takes to rise to the top. Sometimes you do need leaders like that. You don't have to like them. But like Murphy said to her, got to do what you believe's best for you, innit? And she's like, well, you do know that I'm going to go and try and kill all your people. And he's like, yeah, whatever, mate. Do you know what I mean? Do you. You do you, I do me. As long as you don't kill me, I'm chilling. That's literally what Murphy's thinking. And like he was saying before when Rowan was like, yeah, the people, you know, the only person that doesn't actually know that you hadn't actually had the ceremony done is him. And he's like, mate, I'd rather keep my head, thanks. As if to say, I'm not going to spill the beans. Who am I going to be talking to? Don't know anyone here. Again, so it's very interesting. I do like Murphy's character. He's great. Now, I do like how Monty as well kind of went against his mum and deterred them away so that all of them could get out. But, you know, sadly, Lincoln's actually had to go back. He's chose himself over being selfish and his people dying, which you got to respect. You do have to respect that. It's like the captain dying on the ship. You know, I always think that that's what should happen. And he's chose to do that as well. And I thought he was going to go against what he promised and kill the rest of them as well. But he actually said, look, mate, I'm not going to kill them. They will be looked after, you know, but they're obviously going to be staying in you know, locked up pretty much. That's what he was saying. But again, it's good that that Kane's out, Octavia's out, so Sinclair, and they're out there with Miller as well. I don't know where they're going. Are they hoping to just mooch all the way back to the capital? You know, Lexa's not there now. The treaty, the deal that was cut first, that's not going to stand, is it? Do you know what I mean? Indra as well, she's gone back. But Indra did say that Octavia is now our people. So when she does return there, and obviously she's not going to be welcomed by the new commander, it's going to be interesting to see how obviously they react, because she's been inducted, she's been accepted, she is tree crew, and she might only be seen as sky crew. So I do think it's good. I do want them to kind of attack now onto Arcadia, because everybody I actually like has left. Well, apart from Raven. I really do like Raven. And sadly, you know, Abby's there as well. Don't mind Abby as well, to be honest. You know what, I'm actually going to say that I would like everybody else to die in there, apart from Abby and Raven. Hopefully they're saved. And Thelonious as well. This season's not had a good one, has it? But before that, the first two, I thought it was decent. But Pike is absolutely savage. He's willing to do whatever it takes. He's willing to show that he's the guy in charge, willing to make these hard decisions, and boom, mate, public execution of Lincoln in front of everybody with Octavia watching, which hopefully, like I said, in my opinion, gets her to ascend right to the top, to be a leader, to be a savage, to be a warrior, coming back for revenge, taking no prisoners, killing everybody in sight, literally smoking them all off. I wanted to go in and savagely kill Monty's mum. That's not going to happen, but definitely needs to go and kill Pike. Definitely. So can't wait to see obviously how the rest of the season goes. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.